Guys, hello. This is the Dominican Emz Show with me, your host, Dominican Emz, here with you each and every Saturday between 2 and 4. I have been joined by my co-host today, Bosstipz.
Yo, what's good?
How you doing, sir?
I'm good, man. I've had a good week.
So you're looking nice. Because you said you weren't feeling well, but you look great.
Yeah, I mean, you got to get up and show up, innit?
Yeah.
What can I say? But I'm good.
You feeling good?
Yeah. How are you?
I'm great.
You look good.
Thank you. Stop flirting with me.
I mean, I try every week, man.
But how you been? What you been up to this week?
Yeah, I've been, working, chilling. No, actually just finished. I finished fasting.
Did you? Are you Muslim?
Yeah, I'm Muslim.
I didn't know.
So I finished fasting because I was in a little bit of a hibernation mode. Just like recharging again, like Iron Man type of thing, innit?
Nice.
So I took the 30 days to fast and just get some time to yourself. And then Eid came, spent Eid with the family, and now I'm back.
Eid Mubarak.
Thank you very much.
Did I pronounce that correctly?
You did actually. Most people don't, but you did.
Is it? It's because I'm not racist.
True. And maybe Dominican as well, actually.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, maybe that.
That's not even a race. That is actually religion. So I just butchered that and you played along.
Yeah, I know, man. But we go with the flow, innit? What can we do?
We do.
It's a Saturday afternoon.
Yeah. So guys, this is Dominican Emz. This is the Dominican Emz Show. This week we have some amazing guests. We have Ninia Benjamin. We also have Marlon Davis. Both of them are amazing comedians and we're excited to have them. So guys, they will be joining us a little bit later. Also today, we've had Bosstipz. We've had you here for a few weeks now.
Yeah.
Your forte.
Yeah, my forte.
Your strength.
Yes, I've got the fashion segment.
Yeah.
The fashion segment with, I think I've come here, I've did the Oscars.
Yeah.
I did the Grammys.
Yeah.
And today we got the biggest fashion segment of them all.
We do.
The biggest one. We got the Met Gala.
Yeah.
Which was last week Sunday, I think. Or Monday.
It was this week.
Yeah.
It was sometime this week.
Yeah, it happened recently.
Correct.
Recently. But yeah, we got the Met Gala. Gonna review in a few outfits. Getting your opinions as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's what I do. On the socials, I do it all the time on my socials. But this specific one was popping on my socials. Like I had so many people coming in, voting. Some opinions I shared, some opinions I couldn't share. But no, it was some real entertaining stuff. So we'll get into that, definitely.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
And one thing that I like about what you do is that you focus on male fashion as well.
Yeah.
Because that often gets overlooked, right?
Yeah, always. Because I think in those type of events, it's all about the dresses. And what, do you know what I mean? And sometimes the males come a bit basic. I'm going to be honest. But now we're like at a time where there's some males that really do turn up, switch it up a bit. And I like to talk about male fashion, man. You know what I mean? I like all of that stuff.
Well, look at you today. You're looking nice. What are you wearing today, if you don't mind me asking?
This is gonna sound real bad. Okay, this is not Primark actually. This is okay. Large up my boy Abbas.
Oh.
Yeah, large up my boy Abbas. I think it's Giorgio. I don't know the name of his brand, but he made this jacket.
It's gorgeous.
He made this jacket. So this jacket is his brand. Yeah, I'm gonna get his socials and I'll plug it later. Okay, definitely. Brilliant. But yeah, he made this jacket, and this jacket was the first one that he made.
I love it.
The first one that he made. So it was like a prototype. But he said, you know what? Have this, wear it, tell me what the feedback's like. But yeah, he does this. He does bags. He does do-rags, all with this kind of print.
What's his background, if you don't mind me asking?
Abbas, I know he's African.
Yeah.
I know that, but I don't know where in Africa. But yeah, that's my boy. I'll get his socials and I'll plug it later on, definitely.
But it's a black business at the end of the day.
Black-owned business, yes.
So we can find that out later.
Yes, and he's got a website and you could order as well. So yeah, I'll definitely get his socials in a bit.
And we'll plug that later. So Abbas, we love what you do.
Abbas, shout out you, man. Keep doing your thing.
In the meantime, the Dominican Emz Show is sponsored by Customers on Demand, who help service-based businesses build their brand online, find their ideal target audience, and convert them into customers. And over the past, how many years?
5?
4.
Ooh.
It was still wrong. Have helped. Customers on Demand have helped over 200 companies double their turnover in 30 to 60 days. So we are grateful to have them as our sponsors. Also, in terms of housekeeping, Bèl Dyès Mas launched recently.
Hey.
I am the designer of Bèl Dyès Mas. We have showcased our costumes. We have launched online. So guys, if you want to order a carnival costume, whether you've played mask, when they say play mask, do you know what that means?
No, tell me. Okay. Enlighten me.
So when you play mask, it basically means to masquerade, to take part in carnival. Okay,
so like the people that are on the floats and everything.
Yeah.
What about the people that do the mud stuff? Does that count?
That's a different style. That's a different type of carnival. That's Juve. Okay. And I'll explain that later.
Okay, yeah.
So what I sell and what I produce are carnival costumes with the feathers, the gems.
I've seen them.
That's the pretty mask.
All over socials. Yeah, loud and everything, you know. Beautiful. They're the best carnival costumes I've seen anyway.
Thank you. I appreciate that. So, yeah, the costumes are out. We are ready for you if you want to come and order a costume and get on the road. Whether you have done carnival before or not, I can only say to you it is the most euphoric experience ever. So whether you've done carnival 8 million times or if you've just thought, do you know what, I'd really love to do it but I don't know how to go about it, just get in contact. You'll speak to Bosstipz, who's got no idea what he's talking about, or you could get through to me. You can do it. I know
a little bit. You know what? I think that this carnival is going to be one of the best ones. Going to be one of the best. It's been 2 years.
Yeah, exactly.
Like there hasn't been a carnival, like a street party in London. It's all overdue. You know, for us, like with what we've been through over the last 2 years-ish. So yeah, this one's going to be...
Boris got to celebrate his birthday, but we never actually got to celebrate our culture, and that's just not right.
Yeah, no, that's unfair.
That's not right. That's not right at all.
And he only got caught once as well. He had about 3 parties, I heard.
Is it? Yeah. They're probably all dry.
Yeah, back to back. He had his own 3-day carnival, you know, so we deserve our own... Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so... in terms of news this week, what are some of the things that we've seen pop up in the news? We had the sad passing, rest in peace, of Kevin Samuels this week.
Rest in peace, Kevin Samuels.
Yeah.
But it was a controversial one.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
It was a controversial one because there was a lot of people. I'm not going to say that they were happy about it, but...
they were weird about it.
Yeah, they were like... yeah, they listen, but you don't really have to care. I'm going to be honest. You don't really have to care when every single person passes away. That's my honest opinion. But it just depends on how you go about it, you know. But I was on Twitter and there was people, you know, opening spaces, talking about it. Some people was celebrating, rejoicing and things like that. So I don't know, man. It's a controversial one, but me... rest in peace, Kevin Samuels, definitely.
I think I'm with you. I actually refrained from speaking about it on social media yesterday. I was quite conscious that all of my timelines had a certain tone. So regardless of what my opinion was, it just felt too low vibrational. I just wasn't on it. Like,
he said, don't get me wrong, he said a lot of things that rubbed people up the wrong way, innit?
Yeah, I found him offensive, but then I just didn't feel like I needed to partake, you know.
Yeah, it's true because a lot of people really, there was a big circus around let's celebrate this man going, you know.
Yeah 100%.
But yeah, and I saw like there was his mum came out and she was upset that social media announced it before she could, you know. But and that's the sad part, innit?
What's your take on that though? Because I know what my thoughts are on that.
There's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do about that, you know. So like if the way it's at the moment, people are quick. Like something could be happening outside. There's a fight happening outside Finsbury Park Station, yeah, and the first thing people are going to do is get their phone out and record it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So everyone just wants to put the news out there. So even though it's sad, you can't really stop it unless it's around the right people. If it was somewhere where he was at home and, you know, he passed away at home.
Yeah.
Then I guess you can kind of control that. But when I read the circumstances, I was like, I guess it's going to be out there before you know.
Yeah. So my take is, there is a phenomenon on social media where people want to be the first ones to announce a passing or a death.
First ones to do everything to me.
Yeah, and it's quite cringy to me. I just don't like that, you know. I just don't like that kind of style. So yeah, so I personally don't like when that happens. I don't like when, you know, I don't like that you can have a situation like that where it's somebody that you know and you can learn of their passing prior to them, the family being notified. I just don't think that that's okay. I don't think that that's right.
I don't think it's right either. But it's kind of out of our control. If you get what I mean, like, yeah, you're right. People would rather be first than right nowadays, you know. And there's been cases where people have announced things too early.
And they've got it wrong.
Yeah. So like people just want to be first because if I say it first, I'm going to get the most amount of retweets or the most amount of likes type of. And that's unfortunately the direction the culture is gone.
I saw that this week. And to me, it's like kind of distasteful. But it's like the nature of the beast. That is social media now. That is...
And it happened with, I don't know if you know this. I don't know if you know Mino Reniola.
No, who is that, lovely?
So he's a football agent. Yeah. So he's like, there's a lot of big players that he's their agent, like Pogba.
He passed this week.
Yeah, Pogba, Zlatan. But he passed away. It was announced last week, but he wasn't dead. You know what I mean? So what you're saying happened. A lot of people came online and they were like, RIP to him. And then they were like, but he's not dead.
So they prematurely so it's the same thing that happened with DMX, is it? Where he was like maybe in the ICU. Yeah, exactly. The same thing that happens with DMX. And then he ended up passing, as you said, he passed this week. Yeah. But last week, people were actually like ready to tweet and things like that as well. Yeah, it's a little bit. Okay, and then from our cultures, whether you're African or Caribbean, there's like we say, there's so much power in words, right? So you kind of like say my condolences to somebody who's very much here. You should be speaking into existence. If you believe in any of those things, that I wish you better, or definitely, rather than my condolences.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Kevin Samuels, Mino Raiola. As well.
Yeah,
I'm saying his name right, but yeah, he was a football agent, but he was also a guy in the football or sports world that a lot of people didn't like as well.
Was he controversial also? Why was he controversial allegedly?
It's because, like, you know, like we're in the era of a lot of sports people get paid loads of money, like for instance Pogba, he might have like a $100 million contract type of thing. Yeah. So his priority was to get his agents as much money as they can, which I think is a good job. But it was the organizations that didn't like him. So the football clubs or the Premier League, they didn't like, because he would be like, listen, this is my player, he's worth this much. And we're like, no, we're paying him this much. But he's like, no, he's worth this much. And he'd go somewhere else. And so all of his clients loved him, but it was like the industry didn't like him. You know what I mean? So that's why he was controversial. But me, I loved him. You know what I mean? I wish he was my agent. I wish he was my agent still. Yeah,
and also in the news this week, we had Champagne Puppy, Drake. Did you see when he messaged the man's wife?
Legend.
So did you see any of that story?
Yeah, I saw it from the beginning, actually.
So what happened?
I saw it from the beginning. So basically, there's this young player that is, he's in the NBA. So like he's one of the best players in the NBA. His name is Ja Morant, and he's got to the playoffs. But when he's got to the playoffs, his dad is literally on the sideline supporting him, like every step of the way. Even to some points, where he's having interviews and his dad is standing right behind him. Yeah. And obviously, some people find it annoying. Me, if that's my son, I'm doing the same thing.
Of course.
Like, I don't care, innit? So I think someone tweeted, "Oh, don't you think this guy's dad is so annoying?" And then everyone was like, "What are you talking about?" And then Drake commented saying, well, if my son, like, put the NBA aside, if my son was playing ping pong, I'd be there. That's what Drake put. And then I think he replied to Drake saying something like, well, your son's chilling with ghostwriters, which is a low blow. Yeah. But
then Drake took it to the next level. It's Drake.
Yeah, it's Drake.
One of the biggest hip hop stars, musical stars in the whole entire world. So after that comment, his reaction
was, he was like, okay.
Yeah.
All right, if that's the case, I'm going to follow your girl or your wife, message her. And she looks like she needs fun in her life, I think he said, or something like that.
The way he said that. I like the couple though, because they were really light-hearted about it. They were just like, they were. They were just like, this is funny. Like, who gets followed by Drake? Who gets, because they didn't take it.
And he DM'd her as well.
Yeah,
I think he DM'd her as well.
He did.
But what would you do in that situation though?
I'll probably laugh as well, because what can you do? It's just,
I'm saying if Drake, so but it might not be. It's Drake. You might end up in Air Drake and end up in a stadium, like how he hired the whole
for that guy's mum.
Yeah, how you might end up. You're not gonna say no to that.
I might do.
Like, so what I was saying to one of my boys, I was like, listen, like if that happened to me.
You would go with Drake.
Not me. Not me. But I mean, like, if say it happened to like a girl I was seeing, maybe not my wife, someone not too serious, I might be like, listen,
I like the caveat.
Go get the bag, innit? Like, what can I say?
Yeah.
What
else have we seen in the news this week, though?
Do you know what I did see though? Did you see what happened to Dave Chappelle?
Yes, that was insane.
That was crazy.
So, okay, again, let's talk it through. So, Dave Chappelle was performing.
Yeah.
Where is that big arena in the US? It's a humongous venue.
I think, I don't know if it was in Miami. It might have been in Miami.
We're totally getting this completely wrong.
Yeah, I think
it was a huge event.
It was in Atlanta.
Yeah.
It
was?
Yeah.
Okay, you sure?
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I'm gonna be sure in a bit. But yeah, go on.
I don't think it was.
Let's go. But he was performing.
Yeah, so Dave Chappelle was performing. He was doing his set. And can I just say that Dave Chappelle is one of my favourite comedians in this whole world.
Yep.
Dead or alive, Dave Chappelle is like my greatest. But he was performing. He was literally on stage.
Okay, I got that confirmed. It was actually in LA.
Yeah, exactly.
It was in LA. Yeah, it was at. But it was at a festival. It was at the Netflix festival.
Is that where it actually was?
Yeah, so Netflix
what was the
had
actual
like a
place though?
I think it was Staples Center.
Yeah, and that's a humongous venue.
It's one of the biggest venues in.
So you would expect for it to have some of the best security, and because it's got such a high populace of people that are in the actual venue.
Yeah.
So that means that allegedly that person that we all saw on social media has come through all of the security.
I don't know how.
Yeah, they've come through all of that security, and then they managed to actually get onto the stage, and then we saw what we saw.
And you kind of like try to rugby tackle him or something like that.
It was horrendous, and allegedly he had like a weapon on him that was like a makeshift gun with like a knife attached to it as well.
Wow. Like, I don't know how he managed to get past all of that security, unless he kind of like had a pass and he kind of disguised himself as one of the security. But when he got on stage, that was the only thing that went through my head. I was like, how did he get there?
Did you see the footage though?
I saw a clip. There's like a 10-second video where he just kind of like,
yeah.
But then afterwards he got what was coming to him, to be honest.
Yeah. Okay.
But and apparently it was a trans guy.
Is it? I didn't hear that.
Well, maybe Dave Chappelle might have been joking, but obviously the trans community and him have this relationship that's a bit love-hate, and there are people who literally, well, obviously as you can see, that just don't like him, innit? So it wouldn't surprise me if it was.
Yeah, but I don't know how I can correlate the two. That seems like a personal thing. as well.
Yeah, definitely,
just
definitely, because it's not like
strange.
this is something new. He's kind of like had his differences with that community for a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely something personal, but it shouldn't happen because you want people to be safe when they're performing.
Yeah.
And yeah, if someone's coming on stage with that, then you never know. It could have been worse.
It was very scary. So what I saw was you've got Dave Chappelle on the stage. We've all seen the footage circulating on social media where the person lunges at him. He didn't get him, but then he's quickly hurried away. And then we heard that there was an altercation of somewhat allegedly out the back. Mm-hmm. And then we've seen subsequently the images on social media of the man twist up like a Rubik's Cube at the back. So whatever happened might have happened allegedly, possibly at the back. But yeah, it was quite crazy. So those were some of the big things that I saw in the news this week.
Yes.
Other than the Met Gala. So I'm going to play a song by Voice. It is called Out and Bad. And yeah, after we play a few songs, then I think we're going to go into your Met Gala, my lovely.
Yes, indeed. Let's go.
Trouble. Somebody give me room to mash up this place. Front to the back, jump up and away. Whole place shall let madness in here. Bring everything way up in the air. Show them up there, show them up there. Front to the back, jump up and away. Whole place shall let madness in here. Bring everything way up in the air. Show them up there. Look, they want me already. They gon' push me out, Lord. Light up, brother. Light up, boy. This is that kind of stupidness is not allowed. Right up, brother. Right up, boy. Quite them no one good for them, they will listen. To be kind of music and rhythm. Look, people all up in parade. Shouting this time with them, this is so fancy rum. Ice, the place is now man and right. Well, I going home lash up tonight. Because we out and party, the people better we causing trouble. Just watch how we causing trouble. Everybody buying buttons. Well, after we causing trouble. Somebody give me room to mash up this place. Front to the back, jump up and away. Whole place shall let madness in here. Bring everything way up in the air. Show them up there. Front to the back, jump up and away. Whole place shall let madness in here. Bring everything way up in the air. Show them up there. If we don't behave, then they could stop the fence, Lord. Right up, brother. Right up, boy. This is not kind of wireless, they just can't serve, Lord. Right up, brother. Right up, boy. Well, who don't want to believe, then don't believe it. When the rhythm play, we just feel it. Inside the past spiritual being, if we express, we just now we feel it. So fancy rum, ice. The place full of woman and white. Tomorrow we go forget tonight. Because we had done bad, the people better we causing trouble. Just watch how we causing trouble. Everybody buying buttons. Well, after we causing trouble. Somebody give me room to mash up this place. Front to the back, jump up and away. The way you whine and you grind and you bubble and go down there. Down little bit. Whine 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 and go down.
guys, welcome back. This is Dominican Emz. This is the Dominican Emz Show with you each and every Saturday between 2 and 4 p.m. I am joined by my co-host Bosstipz.
Yes, yes.
It is 2:30 p.m. We are going to be joined later today by two comedic, amazing guests. They are Marlon Davis, a comedian, and also Ninia Benjamin. So excited to have them. In the meantime, I've got my lovely co-host Bosstipz.
Yes.
If you bang that table one more time, I'm going to bang your head on it.
I knew that was coming. God. I could hear it on my. I could hear it on my headphones.
Yeah, I was gonna fight you on the camera. But in the meantime, we are gonna go through the Met Gala.
Some of the Met Gala looks.
Yeah,
yes,
and
yes.
you put together our montage today as well. So thank you.
I did, man. But yeah.
What was your before we start going into the actual individual looks? What was your overall thoughts with the Met Gala this year?
The looks.
What was the theme as well?
The theme was
the
Gilded Age. That was it. The theme was Gilded Age. But I think there was probably about a good 6 or 7 people that followed the theme. Everyone else literally wore what they want, you know?
Yeah. What does that mean to you, the Gilded Age?
So it's kind of like, I don't know if you... Okay, like that outfit, for example.
Which is... Who is it?
That outfit right there, I'll show you right now because I've got.
That's Lori Harvey that I'm seeing on the screen.
Yeah, that was not Lori Harvey. Hers was kind of. It was alright. It was alright. It was kind of. Wait, let me talk into the mic. It's kind of simple.
So who are you referring to?
I'm gonna tell you right now because I got a list of everyone on the hair. But yeah, it's more like kind of old school themed. Like so, like you know when you see, I want to say Bridgerton. Type of vibes. It's kind of like Gilded Age where it's kind of...
I wasn't sure, that's why I asked.
So it's kind of like classy-ish, but the material is exactly like this. Okay, I got no signal. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, what's her name? There we go.
When you say this, who are you referring to?
I'm going to tell you right now. Laura Harrier, that's her name.
Laura Harrier. And, okay.
Her over here.
Okay, so when that look comes back up, we'll let the people know. So when they're watching back, they can just see who you're talking to. But in the meantime,
so
what have we got?
Yeah, so we've got a variety of different people here. First of all, let's start with Erykah Badu. What do you think about what Erykah Badu was wearing there?
Oh, I'm conflicted because I absolutely love Erykah. Yeah, and I can see it on this one. Thank you, Sugar. Yeah. But I can see, I absolutely love her. But I feel like I've seen that look at the Met Gala a multitude of times. I felt like it was a recycle of the same look.
I mean, it's her. She's gonna do something crazy, kind of.
But it's the same crazy look.
Yeah,
to me.
And it's similar to Lenny Kravitz as well, because they're gonna wear some. He's gonna wear some lace. Maybe some heels or something like that, and he's done that quite a number of times now actually. So I think that's kind of like just their style. They don't really come themed wise. They just come as them.
Their signature look.
Yeah, they come as them, innit? Which
well, if the theme was come in your signature look, then I definitely think that Erykah did that. I will never have any Erykah slander. A bit like you with Kelly Rowland.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but at the same time, I was kind of bored. I was like, meh.
By the looks?
No, by Erykah,
by
just
hers,
because I've seen that look on her before.
I guess it means what are you gonna expect? You know what I mean? But with me, I expect that from her. So it wasn't. Yeah. I wasn't really too high. I wasn't really too low on it. You know? Yeah. I was like, okay, that's.
She didn't look bad. She looked beautiful, but at the same time, I feel like if you ask me a question, I'm going to be honest, and I've seen that look on her before.
Definitely.
But just like shameless plug, Notting Hill Carnival, you wouldn't do the same look every single year. Every year would have a theme at Notting Hill Carnival. Yeah. It's a cultural thing. So when we design our costumes, there'll be like colours, the material, the way that you style things on the costume. It's all driven by the theme. Same way with the Met Gala.
So what was the theme in the last one, and what's the theme in this one?
So the theme for this year, 2022, for the band, because I'm with a band called Fanatic Mass, it's called Exhale, and it's exhaling because you've waited 2 years for Carnival. Okay. So what I did for my specific section, the costumes that you've seen on my page, or anybody that goes on my page, there was the red, the roses, and it was like the return. It was like It's called DèVIWAN-A in Creole, because obviously that's my Creole heritage, right?
Okay, yeah.
My Dominican heritage, and DèVIWAN-A means the return, and the return was just like from the ground, like the beautiful roses, the flowers, the reds, the pinks, and that's what I was trying to depict. And the band have followed suit with like a number of their costumes as well. So if people go on there, and then to answer your question for the year previously, which would have been 2020. The overall theme for our band was Sweet Sensations, and my section was called Candy Flossing.
Okay.
So I had like a kind of candy floss pinks and purples and playful, and that's what I did.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Yeah. So like this. Yeah, go on.
Sorry, lovely. No, go on. Tell what you was gonna say.
No, so I was just gonna say like, so it's the same with the Met Gala. There's a theme every single year, you know, and it depends. The people that follow it are obviously the ones that stand out for you in Carnival. Would you say? Or is it like as strict as everyone follows the theme, or is it just if you want to?
It's a cultural thing that people should follow if they follow the cultural way of doing things, but people have their different way of designing. It's not for me to prescribe, but if you were to follow Carnival tradition, you would follow the theme. Okay, makes sense. But back to the Met Gala. Yeah. Like, so who have we got on the screen now?
Do you know how I wanted to talk about actually? I wanted to talk about my guy.
Who?
My guy. From the UK, you know, from London, yeah, Stormzy, like from literally down the road where I grew up from, you know, and it was kind of unexpected seeing him there for one, because we know Stormzy's a guy that doesn't have social media anymore. You know, he's been off social media for a number of years. Speaking of the guy, there we go, and this guy just turned up at the Met Gala looking like Black Jesus.
And like, it was just like, because we just had it on the screen, and it was just like what a whole white ensemble, wasn't it? It was like a white coat or white cape.
Yeah, and it was designed by his designer. I mean, Melissa Wardrobe is his designer.
She's amazing. Yeah, she's done so well. I love her. So shout out to Melissa's Wardrobe.
No, definitely. She's one of the people that I've seen her on her grind from years ago. You know what I mean? So she's kind of reaping the rewards now. And I think that was a customized Burberry.
Amazing.
Yeah, it was customized by Burberry, designed by her, and yeah, he just looks too clean, clean. You know, like if I came in with that, I'm not going there any soup, like any roast, if I came in that clean, I'm standing about 15 feet away from everyone at least until I get my pics anyway. But yeah, big up Storms. But then
man. Also, half of London and the makeup that girls were wearing couldn't come near you. With that, right?
You know, you got to do the Bluetooth hugs.
Yeah, the Bluetooth.
The Bluetooth hugs.
So also, if we just look at what we've got on the screen as well, and maybe talk through some of the people that people can see up. Who is Jack Harlow?
There's Jack Harlow. He comes quite simple as usual.
I thought he played it safe. I think he's a good-looking boy, but that was uber safe.
But that's his thing. He always does it. He comes quite simple. And maybe he just leaves it to his looks. I don't know, but all I know is that when I put him up, the comments that I get, I'm like, you guys are not voting for the looks. Like, you guys, I can't. That's why I said some of them I can't even share. But some women, you know what I mean? Maybe they got to jump in his DMs, not mine. But I said I'm gonna stop putting them up because you guys, you guys, it is that deep. It is with the messages I get sent with Jack Harlow. But yeah, speaking of Nicki Minaj, like, that was a controversial one, yeah.
And why was it controversial?
Because everyone liked it but me.
Like, I didn't like it. I thought it was boring.
I thought it was so. First of all, I didn't like the hat. Yeah. I didn't really like the hat.
Is that a thing? Because I saw her and Kylie Jenner had that ugly hat.
They did have that. So they were trying to come. I think it's equestrian.
Okay.
Equestrian. Do you know what that is?
Yeah, with the horses.
Yeah, there we go. They were trying to come with that theme.
I wasn't dragged up.
Yeah, you know, well, I was definitely dragged up because I found out that the other day. But what I'm saying is they tried to come with that theme.
Yeah.
And like for me, I think when you've got that theme, you've got to have like the gloves as well, which they didn't have. Both of them didn't have. They had the hat, but then like even the net, I thought it looked a bit tacky. And Nicki, and normally when it comes down to all of these events, Nicki, she's not always there. So when it came to like people voting, this was the first time I actually had people voting on my poll. Nicki there, so I wanted to see what people would say
because her stands go hard.
Very, very,
She could be in a bin bag and I'd be like, oh my God, it's just stunning.
very, very, very.
So what
like,
was the poll vote? Because you do a poll, just to give people context who might not be familiar with your page just yet. On your social media, you take like each and every like celebrity and their outfit, and you'll say, was it amazing? Was it trash?
Yeah.
And you have like a vote poll which you release afterwards after each of these big events, right?
Yeah, I get everybody involved. People vote, people comment on it as well.
Yeah, it's amazing. I love it when you do that.
But yeah, according to this, it was quite conflicted. So we've got about 57% were on the like side.
Okay.
Not 53% actually were on the like side, and 47% were saying trash.
Is it?
Which is kind of surprising for Nikki, because normally she gets about 80 something percent because of her stands, you know.
So are you saying that she got 57?
She got 53, 47.
53,
trash.
47.
Yeah.
So of that 53, do you think there's like an element of that that's just biased because of who it is?
Oh, definitely.
But if it was
Definitely.
anybody else that was wearing that outfit, they'll probably be like, this is absolute.
That's what I'm saying. 50,
caca.
53 is very low for Nikki, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, the stands were standing, as they say, innit? But
okay, so question. So let's the fans aside, just you and I and what we think. So when I saw it, I saw what the look that was it Pat McGrath, the famous makeup artist, did with the gems all over.
Yep.
Nah, I don't know. It didn't really, because I'm a carnival person. Gems, we all adorn ourselves in it, but the whole look, I don't know if I was feeling the ensemble. I thought she looked very beautiful in the face. I'll give her makeup, and she is a naturally beautiful woman. But I would say, did I like the outfit? Not particularly. I just didn't think it was that va-va-voom. And I've seen Nikki at the Met Gala before, and I think she's done a lot more, and she's looked a lot better.
Yeah, I think she has looked a lot better, to be honest. But what I did want to talk about was OBJ.
And is he coming up soon?
Yeah, he'll come up soon.
And what was he wearing?
I will show it to you, but it will come up on the screen in a bit. So,
and we'll shout it out so when people come up.
Future. Yeah, let's talk about Future's outfit.
Yeah, because everyone will just see what we've got coming up on the feed. Yeah, maybe if we just talk through those ones.
But yeah, like Future was doing well up until the shorts. Up until what I call the Zoom meeting shorts, you know, like those are the shorts that you wear when you're in a Zoom meeting and you need to show your top half, you know.
Yeah, but I agree with you.
Everything was on point. I liked the little double-breasted suit combo. I even liked the mask. I'm gonna be honest. I even liked the mask. It went on theme.
It was different, wasn't it?
It went on theme with what Future is about. Mask on, mask off, all of that. But then the shorts, he like, nah, it wasn't for me, man. Wasn't for me.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So who have we got on the screen now?
That's Bella Hadid with that jacket.
With the red, yeah.
That is one of the best jackets I've ever seen. In my opinion, I think that jacket is great. Like a lot of people were conflicted about that as well, but it just stood out. It was loud. It was just so loud, and like it was like the ultimate puffer. It was like the ultimate puffer jacket, like. So
and they're in the
Odell.
green.
That's Odell.
Okay, yeah. Just for anybody who's not familiar with him, he is a
He plays in the NFL.
Yeah. Okay.
So American football, a Super Bowl champion, and yeah, Odell. He kind of reminded me of the guys in Game of Thrones, you know. So it kind of reminded me of the guys in Game of Thrones, but I liked it because it was quite simple. So it was like when you was talking about Jack Harlow, who came like quite simple. That was quite simple, but that still stood out. You know, I didn't actually get the full spec of the actual outfit, but I think that was one of the best outfits there. Yeah. What Odell was wearing as well.
And then we've got Cardi B there, who was in the Versace outfit, wasn't she?
Yeah, the Versace dress.
And she was with the different gold, and she was with Donatella as well. What was your take on that?
Yeah, man, I don't know. I thought it was quite tacky. I thought it was quite tacky, man. Like, it's Versace, and she came in gold, so she definitely came expensive. But I don't think it kind of went with the theme as well. That's why I thought it was tacky, because people said the theme was I forgot the theme. Gilded Age, yeah. But she was trying to say, I think in one of her interviews, she was trying to say Gilded Age was because the gold was like aged or thing. And I understand where she was going with it. But I just thought it was just tacky. I thought she was walking around in a dress made of chains. type of thing. And I don't know if it was heavy or not. I don't know I don't know nothing about dresses
Did
like
you
that.
like
but
it?
I didn't. I did
Okay.
not. I didn't still.
Are you a fan of Versace and some of their couture, or not really your style?
I am a fan, and I like it when Versace are a bit different as well. But you know what? I probably would have liked that if it wasn't at the Met Gala.
Okay.
Yeah, I probably would have liked it if it wasn't. Because it was at the Met Gala, I was like,
Because it
you're
wasn't
not
going
really,
with the theme.
You're not really going with the theme here. But it's Cardi, so I guess she probably gets away with it. She's another one that has stands as well, you know. So
Nice. I'm just while we're coming up to the top of the hour, we'll just make sure that we're all set for our guest today as well.
yes.
So we have Ninia Benjamin,
Hey.
and we also have Marlon Davis.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, we have a couple more looks.
We got a couple more, and then I want to talk about. It's gonna come up as well. Shawn Mendes with the jacket, with the Doctor Strange jacket. Oh,
Was that the beige jacket?
It was beige-ish. It was kind of like navy blue. It's gonna come up in a bit.
So what's this guy then with the Inspector Gadget?
That's Bad Bunny, and that
Okay.
is a bad outfit. There's Shawn Mendes right there.
I thought
you
he
know.
was so handsome. I love that. I love the fit.
I think the jacket was amazing.
It's
That's something
nice.
I would wear.
Yeah.
I like that type of jacket. You know.
And Sierra looked amazing.
She did, and that's Gunna, which is another outfit that I think is underrated.
I thought it was lovely. I loved it.
Gunna understood the assignment. He definitely understood the assignment. So, yeah, I like what Gunna was wearing.
Amazing.
But yeah, and also there's another guy that is he's in like a silver type of suit. Let me get him. This guy right here. There we go. Laquan Smith.
And
It's
when
good.
he comes up on the screen, what
Yeah.
will he be wearing? If
Yeah.
you describe it, maybe.
Yeah, so he's got a silver. It's like a silver tux. It was quite simple, but I thought it went well. I wouldn't say the tux is actually silver. It might be a different type of material.
Okay.
But yeah,
And what
man,
what was it about it that made it stand out to you?
the shine.
Yeah.
the shine. That's why I think it was a different type of material. But you know what? Sometimes I will say this: when it comes to an outfit, it's not necessarily just about what you're wearing, but sometimes the accessories make the outfit as well.
Of course.
You know, so it's like if it's a chain, I don't know, a ring or something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think he looked pretty good as well.
Amazing.
Yeah, but yeah, it will definitely come up in a few couple slides. But
And who's this in the purple? Because I don't
that
think
is
we've
Tiana
touched.
Taylor,
Oh, and she had a mask.
and that's Megan the Stallion. Yeah, Tiana
And what did you
Taylor.
think of Tiana Taylor's look?
I thought it was good. I didn't really have I don't know. I didn't really have an opinion. That's the outfit that I'm talking about, Laquan Swift right there. I didn't really have an opinion on okay. Okay, if
It
let's
didn't
put it
really
like
grab
this.
you.
Yeah, it didn't grab me, and I like Tiana Taylor, man. I think she's one of the most generational artists. But yeah, it was like it wasn't bad, but it wasn't like, oh wow. And how can I even forget? What's her name? I think it's Blake.
Blake Lively, and she had the change in dress.
She won. She won. She actually won. Went with the theme. It's gonna come up as well. And her dress changed color. Like it just looked like something out of a fairy tale, that type
Yeah.
of dress. And you're looking at it and you're like, you know what? Yeah, you won. There's no one beating you right now.
Yeah.
With the way you came. And I think even like I don't know if it was a boyfriend.
Her husband, yeah.
Husband, there we
Yeah.
go. I thought they were boyfriend girlfriend, but yeah, he was even shocked by that outfit because he was thinking, okay, you didn't even tell me about this. But yeah, I think she definitely had the best outfit as well.
Amazing. We're going to be joined very shortly by the gorgeous Ninia Benjamin, who may or may not be pulling faces at me right now. And I love her because she's Dominican and she is amazing.
Okay.
But yeah, before we go, who was your top female look? Who was your top male look?
Definitely Blake. Definitely Blake for the females. And I'm gonna say Gunna for the guys. I'm gonna say Gunna.
So who was your female one? I missed that. Say that one.
Blake for
And
the
it's
females.
because she had like the long.
Yeah, it was as loud as it needed to be, you know. But
Was it on theme for you?
Yeah, it was on
Because
theme.
let's say
It was
why
on
you
theme.
liked it. It was on theme.
It was on theme.
It's theatrical.
It was theatrical. It was
The
loud. It
colours were
changed
like.
color. It
She
was.
didn't go for black.
It was unorthodox. It was unorthodox. It was. It catches you the way someone at the Met Gala is meant to catch you. You know?
Yeah.
Like, it did that.
A statement.
Yeah, it was a statement.
You're not
like-
going to Asda.
Like exactly. And you know when you think of the Met Gala, you think of that.
I think
outfit.
I want to think statement. I want
Yeah.
people to be questioning why you're wearing it, but I want to see something different.
You
too.
think of that outfit. Like if there's an outfit that stands out for one Met Gala, there's always one. There was ones where like, you know, Rihanna and Lady Gaga came with crazy
Rihanna's
outfits
my
and stuff
queen.
like that. So when you think of the 2022 Met Gala, you think of that outfit.
Yeah.
With her. And as for the males,
Yeah.
Gunna.
Do you know what I co-sign?
For sure.
Who was my favourite female? I'm gonna go 60-40. I'm gonna say Blake Lively. Is that her
Yeah,
name?
Blake Lively,
Because
yeah.
I like the dress. I think she's a little bit boring, but I love the dress.
Yeah.
But I'm also gonna give Megan Thee Stallion a shout because I think she came out of her comfort zone. There's
You
a
think
style.
so?
Yeah, maybe it's her stylist or it's the way that she dresses. She has a particular look. It
Okay.
wasn't that, and I thought they kind of stepped it up and they gave her a different look, and I thought she looked stunning.
She did look nice. She did
Yeah.
look nice, but I'm not. I don't really know about Megan's dresses like that, so I couldn't tell the difference. I just thought, you know, she looked nice,
She looked
you know.
cute.
But if you're saying that it's different to what she normally does, then yeah.
And
That's
in
cool.
terms of the guys, I'm co-signing with Gunna.
Yeah, Gunna came too clean.
I
There
thought
we
it
go.
was just lovely.
It was just too clean with the.
Can we
cape,
just
everything.
say, since Chadwick, R.I.P. to Chadwick Boseman, since he's passed away, I've not seen anybody surpass that male look.
I don't think anyone ever will.
No, I
man.
think they will.
Nah, man, that was years ago. And even
You
the
black people, when somebody passes away, God rest their soul, you just put them on a pedestal when
we
nobody
have
can
to.
ever.
We have
Let's
to.
be realistic. Life continues. As amazing as he is, and his spirit continues.
You know, I have no problem with putting somebody that passed away that's a legend on a pedestal. I have no
Okay.
problem with it. If they are immune, let them be, you know. Especially with Chadwick Boseman, he's the reason why a lot of Americans know their roots. I say it to people all the time, like
Black Panther.
a lot of Americans they're trying to look too deep into their roots before Black Panther, you know.
Really?
A lot of them, you know, there was this African American thing. You don't ever meet people that say, hey, in London, hey, I'm British American, I'm British African, or listen, now you've got a lot of Americans that are now going deep into their roots, and we're gonna have to thank man like Chadwick Boseman for that. Black Panther, great experience, RIP to the legend, best Met Gala outfit of all time,
Yeah.
and it will never be topped.
Yeah, he was amazing. He was amazing. He was amazing. So, sweetie, thank you so much for that. We're coming up to the top of the hour. I am going to play Alive and Well by Voice.
Hey, let's go.
Don't see me now.
keep you company. Move that way. Come, girl, blunder right by me. Squeeze her tight, make it trip down there. Neighbor, oh, yes, you kindly. Miss Jolene, oh, your mango sweet, so. Jolene, oh, your mango sweet. So tell me how it ripe and sweet, so. Jolene, oh, your mango sweet. It's been a while, yeah. Jolene, oh, your mango sweet. Since we built a vibe, yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey, yo, so let me build it. Y'all grind fine like chili, baby. Real things start, I no time for no gimmicks. Good vibes only, keep that around me, keep that around me. Let me build it. Move that waist one time skillfully. Y'all know you look so fine naturally. Real vibes only, keep that around me. Keep that around watch how the vibes them sweet, cool and nice. Whole thing set up, peace on my mind. Roll that thing and now we take flight. Trees in abundance, see it all around me, yeah. So let we jam with the heart and love. All I we is family, yeah. It's all long on the ground, girl. You know that this is the season, baby. See that it? Nothing sweeter, girl, know it. Don't throw stone, girl, I go pick. Neighbor, oh, he ask you kindly. Miss Jolene, Jolene. Jolene, oh, you want more sweet. Tell me how it ripe and sweet, so. Jolene, oh, you want more sweet. It's been a while, yeah. Oh, yeah. When you're giving up, yeah. So let me build it. Girl grind fine like chili, baby. Real things start, I no time for no gimmicks. Good vibes only, keep that around me, keep that around me. So let me build it. Move that waist one time skillfully. Girl, I know you look so fine naturally. Real vibes only, keep that around me, keep that around me. Yeah.
You're listening to.
Get off the plane, yeah. You don't know it's carnival again. Pumping, pumping, pumping. Miami bar and carnival I made. Oh gosh, Mr. Chip, chip, chip on the grass. Everybody coming with the pretty mask. Mr. 6 feet, 6 feet, 6 feet. Watch the conga line when we cross. Guys, show them how you stepping out. Only big bumper girls will be checking out. It's real vibes, we gon' bring when the rope on that cup the thing. Everybody sing. Pumping, pumping, pumping. Real bumpers when they jumping. As soon as I get off the plane, yeah, they don't know it's carnival again. Pumping, pumping, pumping. By every bar and corner we line it. Oh gosh. Be my crew. Just now we going jump out. Just now we gather ready to go rub it out. Just now we all over. It's right from the corner. The world have to heal, yeah. Who can get them a go feel? Oh, yeah. Put up your rock and song. Everybody come and take it on back. Ha! Bumping, pin, bumping, pumping. Real bumpers when they jumping. As soon as I get off the plane, yeah, you don't know it's carnival. Don't do that. Why you just can't leave it alone? Don't do that. Stop out, don't try that. Palapata, don't do that. Don't do that. What you watching me for? All up in my privacy. You was done paparazzi. Tell me why you like that. Tell me why you like that. You can say what you want. Go report all what you see. Like an anchor on BBC. Gosh, why you like that? No, not me. You can't stop a plan for me. Yeah. No, not me. What is there for me? Always there for me. Yeah. Bad mind, please stop it. People business, no profit. Look for work, put money in your pocket. So please, leave people business alone. Don't do that. Zapata, don't try that. Zapata, don't do that. Don't do that. Why you just can't leave it alone?
In the junction there, hold a break. Left side, right side indicator. Gas it up, overtake. Bumper rolling with no number plate. In the junction there, hold a break. Left side, right side indicate. Bend over, do a 633. In other words, 33 past the hour. The way you rolling it sweet like a foxy. Messi, I coulda swear was a Noah. Most wanted number plate 22. Wine and spark lightning Pikachu. Dada upa wet con ya badabadu. Plus you is a snap girl. Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Gas it up, overtake. Bumper rolling with no number plate. In the junction there, hold a break. Left side, right side indicate. Gas it up, overtake. Bumper rolling with no number plate. In the junction there, hold a break. Left side, right side indicate.
Girl, me love it when you shake up your bum bum. Right cheek and then shake the left one. Got the man you Buddha cafe say go back on. Not to mention when you do the headstand. Me MLO mute alete tout femme. Me vle sav ki moun gi me tout femme. N'importe ça ou vle me kaba ou femme. Indicate both down ko a minivan.
Gas it up, overtake.
Ça forward, pas parler. Ça fait moun yo ye. Yo pas ça fait bakaya det, pas parler. Do I wake up? Et coffee me non-stop. Me now cat travail with yo même acid through yo en la bloc. Toute machine qui dépose au bord quand yo jeune femme yo ka do mal up. Yo chic di kouya di bike life et ka flaga bus na ba bus stop et chouzot. Ça fait moun yo ye. Yo pas ça fait ça forward pas parler. Ça fait moun yo ye. Yo pas ça ouais ça fait moun net pas parler. Ça fait moun yo ye. Yo pas ça ouais ça fait bakaya det pas parler. Ça fait moun yo ye. Yo pas ça ouais ça forward pas parler. Travail ouais di moi souhait. Pour ben quoi moi ça me vle. Yo pas ça c'est genou à terre bon la fouette qui enlève papa bon Dieu. Yo même là pas qu'à prédier. Yo chic dit c'est un lot moi acheter un vieux moto car mi yo ka di actuellement pour que n'a pousser bon Dieu. Hey, ça fait moun yo ye. Yo pas ça ouais ça forward pas parler. Ça fait moun yo ye. Yo pas ça ouais ça fait bakaya det pas parler.
So guys, welcome back. This is the Dominican Emz Show with me, your host, Dominican Emz, with you each and every Saturday between 2 and 4 p.m. I am joined by my first guest today. She is the beautiful, the gorgeous, the Dominican Ninia Benjamin. Yeah. The other week they were telling me off for pressing the buttons, but they're not here now, are they? Ninia.
Yes, I'm Dominican Nins then. If you're Emz, I'm Dominican Nins.
You see, we love it. And we're joined by my co-host as well, Bosstipz.
Yes,
Hi,
in the room. Did you say Bosstipz?
Oh, what did he say?
Bosstipz.
Bosstipz. Boss T-I-P-Z.
Right,
nice and easy.
okay,
Yeah, there we
okay.
go.
No
worries.
And just before the ad break, he was just talking us through the Met Gala and fashion because his forte is like fashion.
Yeah.
So whether it was Oscars, what was the other one?
Oscars, Grammys, all of that stuff. Yeah.
And then you had the big boy this week, which was the Met Gala.
The Met Gala, yeah. So we went through that.
Yeah, we went through all of the fashion.
Isn't that strange how you were talking about that? Because I actually said to somebody, I was out on Wednesday, I goes, what is the Met Gala? And then they explained what the Met Gala is. Because I'm always thinking,
what is it, babe?
It's
what's the purpose?
It's where they introduce fashion attached to something.
To a theme.
And each year the celebrities, whoever is a celebrity, dresses within that theme. And it just highlights, different, I don't know.
Yeah, literally, that's it.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
And we were saying it's not like stuff you'd wear around Asda.
No.
It's
stuff that you would wear more round Waitrose as opposed to Asda or I don't know around the more expensive supermarket, but it's just stuff that is impossible. You can't sit in it. It looks like you can't bend,
and you're probably only gonna wear it once.
Exactly.
You're probably only gonna wear it once.
Some of them couldn't walk. We didn't touch on Kim Kardashian. She had Marilyn Monroe's dress.
Oh yeah,
she couldn't move.
Which dress? The pink for diamonds or the flowy out in 78 inch where she's on underneath the air vent and the air vent.
I love that one. No, she had like a bejeweled embellished one that had like crystals all over it.
Right.
And I think she said she didn't eat carbs or like breathe or fart for like 3 weeks.
Good for her.
Yeah.
Wow.
And guess how much money she's going to make just from wearing that dress?
I know, it's mental.
So I feel
it's
nothing
mental
for her. Do you know what I mean?
But Ninia, I'm talking to you, but I haven't introduced you.
Oh yeah, sorry.
And that would be cute, wouldn't it? If I like told people who you are.
Yeah, go on then. Yeah.
So this is my guest, Ninia Benjamin. Ninia is Dominican, which means she's blessed from she was born. She is a comedian, a writer. Her previous work includes the iconic Three Non-Blondes. You have done...
Iconic, legendary.
Amazing. So 3 Non-Blondes with Tamika Epsom and Jocelyn G. Essien.
Yep.
And you have done a number of shows on TV as well, and you are currently on TV now.
Yep.
And do correct me if I've got this bit wrong, but in 2021 you were runner-up for British Comedian of the Year.
Yes, so.
Yes.
Yeah, I was. I came third. I actually
Don't watch that.
Yeah, I won't watch that. It's true. Gosh, I just was telling somebody about taking a compliment. Yes, I was a runner-up. I was.
Celebrate.
Yeah.
Celebrate.
Yeah. So, and also I was for. There's also another thing that many people don't know about, which is the Comedian's Comedian.
Ooh.
And I was joint winner with 2 other people, so it was 3 of us. We all are as chosen by other comics, by our peers,
and that holds so much weight, because there's always like your rapper's favorite rapper, your comedian's favorite comedian. That's amazing. And that's an annual competition as well.
It's an annual competition where all the comics who are jobbing comics vote for.
And that was for 2021.
That was for 2022. No, for 20. So at the end of this year, we'll all vote for 20.
So you're the reigning champion, reigning defending Comedian of the Year.
Yeah,
Nins, that's amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, and obvious question time. How did it all start for you? Like, how did you get into like comedy and writing? Because you didn't start your career in comedy and writing. Because we've met before, by the way.
We have met before, and also I'm an actor. Because you're not meant to say actress, but I'm an actor, stroke actress.
Stage, screen, you've done everything.
I have. Bless my heart.
Malcolm X, I want to say you as well, and you had like a leading performance as well.
Yeah. Sometimes I go, God, when I look at my own CV, I go,
it's long like toilet paper, babe. You've done a lot, you know.
It really is. So I truly started at 18, because my dad was very strict.
Typical Caribbean people.
And he also didn't see any black people on TV. So I really wanted to act from when I saw Bugsy Malone. That's how old I am.
Cool.
And
13.
I got a chance to go to Anna Shears, and Daddy said, no, and I just couldn't go.
And what is that accent? Can we just remind people where you're
from Dominica. No, Ninia, no, I don't see no people that look like you on telly. So he just didn't, he couldn't, but that's cool. So, and then I was doing a voice. I remember my friend was having a party, and I started doing a Bayesian accent, and I did some other accent, and she goes, you should come to my drama group. And that's when I was 18, and I started going to a drama group, and then I went to the Royal Court Youth Theatre, and I went to the Tricycle Youth Theatre.
Amazing.
From there, and then I did the odd bit of acting, and then Jess Schumann, was acting with Jess Schumann in a lot of his sketch-based comedy. And the stand-up started when Jeff had some spare time within a sketch show. And he goes, Ninia, do stand-up, you're so funny. And I went, I'm not a stand-up comedian, I'm an actress. I only work with a script.
That's a good question. So at that point, at 18 years old, what did you kind of think you wanted to go to in terms of like acting, comedy?
Absolutely, I wanted to be an actress, I just wanted to be an actor. I just wanted to act in whatever form acting was, either stage, TV or screen.
Yeah.
Okay, so the movies. And stand-up was never in my sights, ever. But as time went on, and people so my big influences are Whoopi Goldberg.
Amazing.
Roseanne Barr, even though we know some of the stuff she said, and Robin Williams, because they started as stand-up comedians and got into acting. So I said, that's how I'm going to get into acting, as opposed to go down the drama route, the drama school route, which I would have loved to. Oh my gosh, if I had a chance to go to drama school. You never know, I might do it as a bucket list.
I was going to say, okay. So at 18, so then you did the production with Jeff Schumann. Then what happened from there?
So I did all the production. I was still working for the council. Worked for Haringey, fitted my flexi. That's for the people who know about flexi time. And was doing amateur semi-pro stuff. And then the council made me redundant. And I had written some stand-up, and I said, okay, let me start this stand-up thing. And I not until end of 1999, beginning of 2000, when I started taking stand-up seriously and actually going to gigs.
Okay, and so you started that journey when you were 18. You said when you started to take it seriously, how old were you at that point?
34.
Okay.
Yeah,
so in that
33.
time, were you just like working? Like
I was just working. It didn't even come into my mind. I did start doing stand-up a couple of times, but I was working. I had a really good job and no kids. Right?
Yeah.
And I was earning good money.
Yeah.
And I wasn't about to travel halfway across England for no money to do 5 minutes. So I hardly did any open spots when I've...
But you're kind of saying it like, okay, like I get your viewpoint, because you know me, I come from like a corporate background, but how do you go from like being in the office, that kind of environment, to going, do you know what, I've got the confidence to stand up here and to just try with the stand-up comedy, because that's quite a thing. And not everybody's got this skill.
No, they haven't. But because I worked for the council,
Were they a bunch of jokers?
Some were. You know, I never was going to suffer. So when I left, I still had a job. I had to go and work in Woolworths. I was working in Woolworths, I'm telling you the truth. I actually got a job in Woolworths. And funny, the very first day of my job in Woolworths, when I left, right? So I had to get a job.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I couldn't sign on no more. So they said, get a job. So I said, all right, I want a job where I don't have to think. Okay? I just don't want to have to think. And so I got a job with Woolworths for 20 hours a week. And my very first day of Woolworths was the very first day of the audition of Free Non-Blondes.
Wow.
And so I was going, oh my gosh, I got to go Free Non-Blondes, but oh no, I got to start Woolworths. And somebody said, so what do you want, a career in Woolworths or this? I went, oh yeah, true. So I missed my very first day of work at Woolworths in order to get Free Non-Blondes.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
It was meant to be. It was meant to be.
Yeah,
Exactly. So, okay, correct me if I'm wrong here, Nins. I don't mind. I'd rather get it right for the people.
Yeah.
So, Free Non-Blondes started in 2013.
No, Free Non-Blondes, we started really, it took about 2 years to get on TV. So about 2001, we started, you know, getting together and going through who was going to be in Free Non-Blondes. It didn't have a name then. It didn't get a name till we got on telly.
And did you guys know each other around beforehand?
I knew Jocelyn because I had done a play at the Royal Court, at the Stratford Theatre Royal, and our play, which was Waiting to Exhale, was the play after Jocelyn's play, which was on stage at the moment. So I met Jocelyn through the theatre.
Yeah.
Because we were rehearsing while they were performing.
Yeah.
And Tamika, I just knew her from telly. There was a Noodles advert, and it was really the best advert. And it was like, it was a black couple. And it was like, everyone was like, oh my God, this black couple. And so that's where I knew, but I didn't actually personally know her.
Got you.
Yeah.
So, okay, so you started 2001. You guys started building what we now know as Free Non-Blondes, rather. 2003.
2003 was when it got commissioned and actually went on television, because ours was the program that launched BBC Three.
That's amazing.
That was definitely one of the first programs I saw on BBC Three.
It's amazing.
Yeah, because it used to be BBC Choice, and then they did this big launch, and maybe because we were three and we were called Free Non-Blondes, and it was all about BBC Three, ours was a program that went on to BBC Three.
Yeah. And it's an iconic sketch show, and in terms of like the style, it's the kind of CCTV kind of, how would you describe it?
Candid camera. Yeah, it is kind of like Candid Camera. It's like Candid Camera, except that at the end of Candid Camera they do the reveal.
Okay.
They never get a reveal afterwards, so you'll just see them walking away going, and then we get their autograph, their signature to say yes, we can make it in a program. So that's the difference between Candid Camera. So it was just hidden camera. Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's so funny.
That was what made it, I think. The fact that it was like a hidden camera. Yes. So that was literally what made it. I think at that time there wasn't really a show like it.
Not really. What there wasn't any black people, because I was going to say black women, but there weren't really any black people doing that kind of thing outside of Lenny Henry.
Yeah.
Doing sketches.
And you
on
also
his
worked
show.
with Lenny as well
Yes,
before.
we did.
Yeah.
Yeah. We did Bèl Dyès with him. It was so funny that was. Yeah.
But let's go back to your point. So the show is iconic for different reasons because the time it came out, which isn't that long ago, you're unheard to of like seeing or hearing like one black woman, much less 3 black women at the top of their game. You got an award-winning show at the top of like the ratings as well. Yeah. And then it's like the style of show was different as well. There was so many different things, and you were like nobody's cliche. It's just you're funny.
Exactly, because the things that we did in it weren't necessarily, oh gosh, that's a black sketch. We weren't in there funny. Doing whatever is stereotypical of what people perceive that black people are going to do. And that's what we just wanted to have fun, because we really are quite silly, all in our different ways, but we're really quite silly.
Did you like, before like it started, because now whenever you talk about a show like that to anyone in the culture, they remember it because it's like a staple. You know, did you ever think it would be as big as it got before you started it? Like, where was your like thoughts before starting it? Was you nervous? Was you like, you don't know if this could work? Or?
We were just of the thought of, oh my days, we are going to be doing foolishness on the people them telly, week in, week out. We didn't think that, because nothing that we were doing was really iconic, you know, just
yes, it was.
But it was. It wasn't, but it was.
It wasn't, but it was. I mean, we don't get it wrong. We knew that there weren't any other black people apart from Lenny Henry, and the other one was something Kennedy, her name was, and she used to do them Saturday night things where she would sing and she would dance and she would do the odd sketch. I can't remember. Something Kennedy, her name is, right? We were just the first, that we knew that we were the first. And that's the only thing that we thought would be iconic. We didn't know who would get it, why they would get it, who would watch. We didn't even, you know, we knew maybe black people, lots of black people would watch because, hey, at last we're seeing, you know, our like on telly.
And was this post The Real McCoy in the UK? Or was it about the same time?
So I keep forgetting. So The Real McCoy, which was studio-based comedy, was our precedent. And then there was nothing. It just dropped off. You know, if you wanted to watch black comedy, you watched Lenny Henry. And that was it. So, no, we just didn't think. We just did not think it would.
But that probably just gave you, like, that freedom to just be.
Exactly. And not like, have to stress, Not have to stress. And you can write, you can perform, and you can just be. And I love what you say. As much as, like, we're all so proud of, like, our blackness, because we've all spoken before, it can be quite restricting if this is how you're meant to be. It's quite a linear, fixed way of thinking. Like, I can joke about other things. And my experiences are experiences that are going to be common amongst people. But your the jokes and the sketches have stood the test of time. I know. Because Jocelyn, every now and then on her page on Instagram, puts out, you know, something that we've done on
I'm laughing because I'm remembering something. It's so funny.
Because sometimes I watch it and then I burst out laughing.
Because you're mad. And I love it.
It's actually great.
Exactly. I'm laughing like I wasn't the one in the sketch. Like I'm standing outside of myself laughing, going, oh my days, that's funny. Do you know what I mean? That's
like
funny.
belly laugh. Funny. It's crazy. And it stood the test of time. And you've seen that I'm going to say product because it's like my business head, but the art has stood the test of time because it's like, what was it, 2 years ago? It went back on Netflix and it was on the Comedy Channel.
And somebody goes, oh my gosh, I'm 18 now and I was 2 when it came out. And I said, come off of my feet. Come off of my feet. I mean, but it's nearly, next year would be 20 years because it was 2003. It'd be 20 years next year when
I love that
came out, you know. And that was me just coming, and it's so funny that for me, what I do remember was that it was so close to me working for the council that, you know, my council people who knew me because I had a big mouth in the council would go, oh my days, that is Ninia on telly. Oh my, you know, that kind of, what? oh, witty. Yeah, it was really strange. It really was.
Was that kind of like a demarcation in your life of like, this is a job that I do because it affords me like a comfortable lifestyle, to this is the job that I do because I really want it and it's my passion?
Yeah, yes. When did I know? When did I truly know that I was an entertainer? I think, funny enough, I didn't really know until I had to renew my passport. And you've got to put your occupation.
Yeah.
And that I officially put down entertainer.
I love it.
As on my passport. Do you know what I mean? It's like, oh my God.
Is that me, yeah?
Yeah, because usually it's a clerical officer or, office worker or office management or whatever. And so that was the first time, and that would have been around 2004, I think.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I think you should just, like, I know you are already, but like, we're so proud of you and everything you did.
Oh, thank you. Oh my God.
Can you start crying now?
I could actually, if I thought about something. Hold on, here we go.
We'll be able to.
Ugly cry.
How was that? To go back a bit, how was it like to do stand up for the first time?
Awful.
Like, because I even see clips of now people going into stand up and like they're not getting the best reception and things like that. So how was that for you?
I never wanted to be a stand-up. I have to, first of all, the difference with me maybe and others is that I never wanted to be a stand-up. Jeff said, please, Ninia, look, we've got 5 minutes in this sketch show, do some stand-up.
Yeah.
And I said, no. And he goes, please, please, please. So I wrote something with the help of another comic, Andrew Morell. And we wrote a sketch that I still have. And it's so awful. But part of me now, because of the experience I've got, would really love to do that again.
Yeah.
And perform it how it should be performed.
Yeah.
Even though it is so rubbish and awful and not funny. And I can, to this day, I can tell you exactly what I wore the very first time I wore. It was fringe dresses was in, so I was in like a 1920s fringe dress with no sleeves. Yeah, Lord, I used to have my arms out, and all I remember was when I was standing in front of the microphone, I could just feel the sweat pouring. I never forget this, how the sweat just kept pouring off of me. And when I looked down where my fingertips was, there was a little pool of sweat where the nerves. And I said, I will never do this again. And then I did it again, and it still was awful. And but I just kept doing it because I wasn't going to go back. I wasn't going to go back and become no office worker. So I just kept doing it and doing it and doing it. And I don't find it easy or natural that people do tell me that I am naturally funny.
Yeah, you are.
As opposed to, people who work at their comedy craft.
And because I've known you for a couple of years, you bring that out in other people as well, because you naturally have that thing about you, even if you don't view yourself in that way. So it's so interesting because... Okay, I wasn't there, but I can just imagine you might have been feeling that, Nins, but you don't display anything other than confidence. So people might be looking at you and just thinking, yeah, she's cool. Why is she going like that? But other than that, they'll be like... it's in our heads, isn't it?
It is.
And you know me as well. A lot of things people wouldn't know looking at us how we feel.
That's right.
But really and truly, you might be bricking it. But part of us knows that we can still do it at the same time.
And it's so weird, it's that juxtaposition, which I love saying that word, right?
It's nice. That's a sexy word.
Of the fact that you really know that you can do this, as well as you really know that you can't do them, and they're truly there. If it's a race, they are neck and neck as they go through. That it really is two things in your head. It's the strangest fit to this day, and I've been doing this 22 years. Lord.
Amazing.
Oh my days! Look how you can just press a button. Oh my days!
Amazing. In that time, though, Nin, so post Free Non Blondes, you went and did like a load of TV work as well.
Yes,
so there was Certain Celebrity, there was Celebrity Scissorhands, Shirley Valentine.
Shirley Valentine, Summer.
So many things you did.
I've done quite a few. I mean, they're all my favourites because. The one thing about me is because I used to have a real job where people would come in and want to cuss you out because I was on repairs. So they'd come in, my toilet to this day, that's why I say radio heater. I say radio heater because a tenant came in and said, my radio heater in my bathroom's not working. And I was like, what? He went, the radio heater, it's
Never
not
heard
working.
that
And I goes,
expression.
what do you mean? He said, the radio heater, I put it on and no heat comes out of it. I went, you mean the radiator? He said, that's what I said, the radio heater. To this day, I don't care who you are, I call a radiator radio heater, right?
I thought it was special equipment.
My dear, he was talking about his radiator. So that is, and so things like repairs, when it's something like that, where it's your house, people will come and cuss you out.
Yeah.
They will come and cut. And so, therefore...
Imagine if you did that in Walthamstow.
Oh, can you imagine?
I'll just go home.
And so to be doing this job, which essentially I just had to stand there and make people laugh.
Yeah.
I would never go back. I wouldn't want to go back to that life because I wouldn't stand for it.
Yeah.
You know, they tell me one thing. That's why they didn't put me on the tills at Woolworth because I'm not, you know, you're just not talking to me like that. I'm not going to allow you to. It ain't going to happen.
Yeah.
You know? But saying that, over the pandemic, I was looking for jobs in Morrison, so what can I say?
How was that for you over the pandemic, lovely?
Only the fact that there was no money because I loved the no travelling. Oh my days. I even do a joke about it. I tried to grow cucumbers. I wore, you see, me and snails trying to grow those cucumbers. I loved that side of it. I wasn't stressed. I loved it. But what was bringing me down was the no money because, you know, we shut it down.
The no shows and things like
exactly,
that. Yeah.
but we're not shutting down. They didn't go, hi, Miss Benjamin, this is Electricity Board, and we just want to tell you that we understand that the whole world is shut down, so therefore your electricity is free. No.
Yeah.
It
Me
still
and
had
Eon.
to give.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything still had
I'm
to
with
give.
Bulb. I'm getting mugged off every day.
No, I had to leave Eon when they really just took me terribly. They did.
They're awful.
Yeah.
So that must have been an interesting
It
time.
was a really I mean, I'm somebody who can put on weight, but boy did I, because then I discovered YouTube how to make things and I can cook.
Yeah.
And you know, so I was, you know, Peshwari naan, will you say? Oh,
Can you cook any Dominican dishes? I can make Caribbean food, but I don't know if I can make specific Dominican dishes.
well, you know, you know, like say with Jamaica, you got ackee saltfish, the way that they do brown stewed chicken, but then we had brown stewed chicken. We didn't really have ackee and saltfish, but it would be saltfish in I call it the wet saltfish, as opposed to the dry saltfish that can go in bakes.
Yeah.
You know? So, soups, I learned to make proper soup that mummy used to make.
Niceness.
And I never eat cuckoo or turn cornmeal or polenta, depending on what country you come from. I couldn't stand that as a child. I can't stand it as an adult. And I also didn't discover hard food until I was 24, the first time I went to Dominica.
Yeah.
Until that time, I weren't eating when I think about all the sweet potato
I love all the hard food.
and
Provisions.
breadfruit, yes.
That's what we call it, no? Because Jamaicans call it hard food.
Oh yes. See, I've been around Jamaicans this just all my life, right? I never ate none of that stuff as a child growing up.
Yeah.
Mummy would try and give me breadfruit and sweet potato, plantain, green banana, all
Yeah.
them things, right? Christophine.
Wait.
And I would, and then when I went to Dominica for the first time as an adult, because I went when I was 10, I discovered breadfruit when my auntie put it on the fire and baked. And she said,
It's
"Yeah, just
something else,
try
man.
it." Oh my!
It's delicious.
Oh my gosh! And then when auntie made that with some saltfish with the coconut oil that she had made herself.
So,
Scrumptious.
question. So, you went back home. How
Yeah.
old are you? And what part of Dominica did you go to?
So I'm 54 now. And although you should never answer lady her age, but I'm no lady. I first went to Dominica when I was 9 and had my 10th birthday there.
Amazing, Bubs.
And then I went back to Dominica. I didn't go back to Dominica again until an adult, and I was 24 when I went back.
Yeah.
And we are from, my dad's from Portsmouth, or
Nice.
Portsmouth.
Yeah.
And my mum's from a very small little village called Bèl Dyès Mas. It's on the road from Melvin Hall Airport.
So all kind of like the north.
Yeah. I think.
No, it is. So
okay.
Portsmouth and Melvin Hall Airport, all
Yes,
of that.
yeah,
it's
it's
all
that
by
end.
the
Yeah.
north.
Mhm, yeah.
Nice. So you've been to Dominica a few times. You've got a lot of memories from home as well.
Yeah, I've been to Dominica about 6 times now. Every time I went, the first time I went, I didn't hire a car. The second time I went, every time I went, I hired a car.
Yeah.
Always had a car, always up and down to Roseau.
Love it. Have you ever done Carnival there as well?
Yes, been to
it's
Carnival.
amazing.
Yeah, went to Carnival there.
Mas Dominic.
Yeah.
And when you've done any Caribbean carnival, like it just doesn't compare.
it
does it?
doesn't.
Like,
It
as much
doesn't.
as I love Dominica.
Yeah.
What's the difference? Tell me, because I've never been to a carnival in the West Indies.
So it's like, okay, so what we're doing in the UK in Notting Hill is like a representation of Caribbean culture, and it's beautiful. It is. Notting Hill is on our doorstep. It is bringing the communities together. But at the same time, when you're home, there's like a freeness. So when you're actually on the road, you will see like a 2-year-old and you'll see like a 90-year-old. It's not a thing for different ages.
Okay.
Not necessarily in costume,
I know
but
what you mean.
they're jumping,
Yeah.
following the truck.
Yeah.
It's just a way of life. And
Yeah.
I think in Dominica, somebody told me the other day, they've had it for like 120 years or something like that.
Yeah.
So it's established, it's part of the culture.
Yes.
In Roseau.
Yes. And you just... Okay, here, people will dance with people, but it's just the freeness. Maybe it's the heat, the warmth is in them. There's this freeness that you have of walking down the street, just listening to good music that is come from us. It's just the best.
The word that I always use, whether it's like here or back home, is euphoric. Like there's like a euphoria.
Yeah.
Because it's like everybody around you, there's like a synergy. Like they're feeling good. Everybody's just free up. And so we all collectively feel that, and it kind of makes it more like the synergy.
It's true.
I love it.
It's
something else, right?
It really is. It really, really is. You just dance and then you go, oh no, I'm knackered, I'm not going to dance. And then you hear a tune and you can hear the tune, and as you're walking forward, kind of, I'm not going to, oh my gosh, it gets into you because you can feel it coming through
bass. The bass of the track.
grand.
Somebody has to experience it to know what we're talking about. It's amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay, you can tell that we're missing Dominica. You can tell.
It's my bucket list actually to go to all the different islands carnivals.
You should do it.
I'd love to. I had a chance to go to Trinidad.
Have you done it?
No, but I didn't take the chance. I couldn't at the time. I couldn't afford it.
Yeah.
But that I would love to. The closest I've been to in St. Lucia is just when you go to the Lime. And you go to
Grossi Lee.
Grossi Lee. That's it. That's the closest
I love
in
that.
terms of carnival in St. Lucia, and that's it.
Okay, so 2 things. A St. Lucia Carnival, you will love when you go, because it's like, obviously it's like the bigger island to us, and we're sister brother island, but they're so similar to us.
Yeah.
When you go, you're just like, you're hearing like, obviously they've got like different styles of music, not bouillon like us. They've got Denaria and they'll play other things, but you'll feel at home. Like when you're hearing the accents, obviously a St. Lucian accent, Dominican accent's not the same.
No.
But they're so familiar, you'll love it.
Yeah.
You love it.
Yeah.
But one thing I'll say to you, Trinidad and Dominica, you'll make your choice because they're literally on the same days.
Right.
So one year you go to one, next year you go to other. It's not a problem. It's just like, that's just the way you're going to go about it. But okay, so like if we take it back to England, so you've had like an illustrious career. We've gone through some of the things that you've done.
Yeah.
But you're working on TV now.
Yes. Yeah. So it's strange how life happens, because while people will say, well, you have been on TV, I couldn't get on television as a comedian, being a comedian with my peers. So I may have done a lot of who knows? You know, it could be politics. Who knows? I'm not even. It's not that I don't want to discuss that. I don't even know what to discuss. It's just the way it is.
No, I believe
life
you.
Is, you know what I mean? Life is
because
just how it is.
you're really opening.
Yeah.
So you're not going to tell us something if you're not sure.
Yeah, exactly.
You're telling us what you know, right?
This is it's just how it is, right? And then also there was a point in my career where I said, well, you know, you look at who is coming on TV, and I'm not getting any younger, right? So I said, that's all right. So then things changed in my life, my mind, what I was doing on stage, and then Bob's your uncle.
Yeah.
I got telly, so I was doing reality. You know, one of my favorite though, I have to say, was Total Wipeout.
Oh, you did Total Wipeout.
Oh my
Can I be a cheeky cow?
Yeah.
Was that the one where you got the worst record ever?
Yeah, and I did. And it's actually, and you know what, I'm so mad because I wanted to actually get the worst. I've got the worst record out of celebrities, but there was a woman who done it in 20 minutes, and I done mine in 18, and I was vexed. I was so upset.
Is that on YouTube? Is that on YouTube?
Yes, it is
right?
on YouTube.
Yeah.
I have never laughed so much in my life because the one thing about these reality shows, when they have got me to do it, like the circus, the Total Wipeout, MasterChef. I've done MasterChef twice.
Yeah, MasterChef.
Hole in the Wall. I do not take these things serious. As in, I have to go and have fun. If I don't have fun, then nobody else ain't gonna have no fun. So when I did Total Wipeout, I don't want to be no, you know, them people who do the Krypton Factor bit where they are fit and jumping. I just wanted to go to Argentina.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to go to Argentina. I don't mind water, right? So I would go into the water, and I just wanted to run up and down the people them team in my own way. It was just the best. It was the best. So I could get these programs, but I was always Ninia Benjamin comedian with Billy the athlete and the singer and the
people
TV
that are taking it so serious and they're focused, okay, let's do this. Like,
they really.
You're just there like, listen, I'm about to run up and down here for 20 minutes.
No, they did. They really did. I mean, I tried, but not over trying. You know what I mean? But
Did you just went to have fun then?
I always. That's
you though.
That is me. When I'm on stage, right? I tell them I'm here to have fun.
Yeah.
Come with me, but also comedy is subjective.
And I'm going to go back to what I said as well. You're like one of those people, you want everybody around you to feel like that as well. You either want people to feel comfortable, you want them to laugh, like you're that kind of person. Yeah. That's the energy that you walk with as well.
you.
That's the best type of energy as a comedian.
Yeah.
Man. Like, even if
We
you
don't
walk
like
in here,
the
you
fun
can
sponges.
feel, you can feel like the energy. It passes on to everyone, you know. So
Well, yeah, and it's like it's important as well because it's like you're going to help other people on their journey as well, or just make people happy.
You just never know what will happen. When I was working on Thursday. I worked last night, but on Thursday, and there was these ladies from hospital, and she came up to me, and she almost had tears in her eyes, and you goes, "You don't even know what you did for me today."
Oh, Nims.
She said, "You don't even know what you did for me today." And I said, "Well, whatever it is, babes, it was meant to happen. And I'm so glad." And then she goes, "Can I hug you?" And I goes, "Of course you can." I was like, love being hugged.
That's why I
I'm
think
the opposite.
being a comedian
I will hug
is
you
thing.
because you're my friend, but I hate people touching me. I hate that.
I think being a comedian is like one of the best jobs in the world because you literally just go around making people laugh. Like in any way, I used to love doing that in school.
I'm gonna caveat it though because you can be funny, but it doesn't mean you can necessarily do stand up.
Oh yeah, definitely. Because there's people that are naturally funny, and when they're scripted, it's not the same.
No,
you know,
or the standing in front of people as well.
Yeah,
it can give you rabbit in headlights as well.
Well, what it is that sometimes you can make your mates laugh hysterically.
Yeah.
Now, when you try and transfer that to a group of people who don't know you, then it becomes really... I've seen it. I've seen somebody come out and they've brought 20 people with them, right?
Yeah.
And of course, laughter does travel. You know, it's contagious.
Yeah,
laughter.
the entourage is going to say,
and the entourage is like, yeah, and then they go and they try and do that same material in front of people who don't know, and maybe only 2 friends are there, and it just doesn't land.
Yeah.
So it's that, but you can have that, but being a comedian, it's wonderful and it's weird that what you're saying to these strangers, why are these strangers laughing at something that you find funny? Well, that's me. That's how I do my stand-up. Yeah. If I got to make myself laugh first and foremost. Do you ever like write a joke and you're just there laughing at your own joke? And just, when I'm on stage. Sometimes I laugh. I can be... I've got to also add a caveat, as you said, because I love that word, because I use that word sometimes. I have to add the caveat that I have 22 years experience underneath me. So I can go on stage and say something that's not funny to them. And they will sit there and tell me that that's not funny, but they won't actually say, that's not funny. They'll just go, that ain't funny. See them going, that ain't funny. And I will burst out laughing, but I have the confidence to do that, knowing that I know how to bring them back. So not everybody can do that.
That's practice. It's a skill.
Absolutely, because trust me, young man, when I first started, when people didn't laugh, believe me, I would go, thank you very much, my name's Ninia Benjamin, thank you, and good night, and walk off the people on stage. I went about to stand there and just let people stare at me going, God, she's rubbish, man. But that's with age.
Used to, but that's cool.
So you're doing your show now, and what was it called again, Nins?
So right now I'm on Dave in a program called The Island.
Oh, sounds like a reality TV show.
No, it's not, but there is. Because funny enough, when you do hashtag The Island, a whole heap of things come up on Twitter for it. But no, this is a group of comedians discussing what they would do if they had their own island. If they were shipwrecked and all the different things that they would have on their island. And again, when I was making it, I didn't try and be funny. I just was trying to be me. And then something else. I'm in an episode of Hypathetical, the new season. I don't know when it started yet. They always let me know when it's going to come on TV, and I haven't had the official email when it's.
What's the premise of that one? Is that like stand up?
No, Hypathetical is where you're a panel of comedians and they pose hypothetical questions to you. What would you do? And that's one. And then the other one that I'm on is Rod Gilbert's Growing Pains.
This is amazing.
So and again, those two, I don't know when they're coming out until I get the email from the production company to say when. I know it's going to be on Dave because people have seen the adverts, but I just don't know when it's going to come out.
And I'll add it to the recording, but before we've still got some time, but where can people find you on their socials? Because I'm sure you'll be posting up when that's coming, right?
Oh yeah, defo. I mean, I am prolific on Instagram.
You're amazing on there.
Yeah, let me get you on Instagram.
I love Instagram, even though I don't know how to use it. I've only just learned how to do the Siri voice on my reels. I don't really understand reels. I don't care on Instagram. I'm very much me.
Yeah.
I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook, and I'm on Twitter.
Yeah.
And on Facebook I have Ninia Benjamin Comedian, or Ninia Benjamin Fan Club. I do have Ninia Benjamin, but I don't accept people I don't know on my own personal page on Facebook. But I hardly use Facebook because I actually find that the people are more friendly on Instagram.
Yeah, I'm like you.
Yeah,
I just tend to post things I'm working on Facebook.
Yeah.
Because if I go on there, if I spend too much time, it's just like so much moaning.
Yes, it really is. It really is.
Just sucks me dry.
Yeah.
And not in a fun way.
Yeah. And
sorry.
The thing about Instagram is that I have just discovered that I have what is known as super fans and a following of people, because I like, if you've got something you do, like for instance, I like scratch cards. Let me add, I know that it's a poor man's tax, but hear what? It's my poor man's tax, and I love a scratch card, and I don't care what anybody says. I will scratch my scratch cards. Okay, Thank you very much. So one day I decided to do it live, and I only had 2 people watching, but they said, oh my gosh, if you do this again, I'd watch it. And I now do it, and now I get a whole 7 people watching me sometimes. But I love doing it. Yeah, I scratch cards. I don't care.
But you're funny. But you're
I do.
Because it's like, because I've actually caught some of your lives, and when you're doing it, it's like you're so silly when you're doing it. We're all laughing with you.
Really?
It's like you're doing a skit sometimes.
Because I do drink as well, okay? And most people won't ever see me drunk, and I'm very happy drunk. And I do drink. I created a cocktail that it went on TV when I made The Island. They goes, well, big drink, and I made them make the drink. And me and Johnny Vegas got drunk on my cocktail.
What is your Instagram then?
Ninia Benjamin.
Okay.
I think Ninia. I don't know if it's underscore. What is my Instagram?
Ninia_Benjamin.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
There you go.
And we'll add it to the bottom of the recording as well, so people can find you. I'll tag you in it.
Oh yeah, you see me in full makeup, no makeup.
And have you enjoyed that as well? You know, just like you've been on the show as well, The Island. And you were like being yourself. Mm-hmm. What's that experience like for you? You enjoying what you're doing as well?
Well, that is what I'm saying. It's like now, maybe, everything happens for a reason. Maybe at the beginning of my career, where I was still young with it, although I wasn't young, but part of me maybe had 9 to 5 mentality, and entertainment is so different. It still has its politics, but it's so different. And that girl from the council should not have been in that position, because I might have said, got vexed over something that I shouldn't have. Whereas now, people love when I'm on. If you can't not have fun doing the job that we're doing, right? Which pays us very nicely sometimes, for doing something where they go, come in, sit down, we're going to do your makeup, or we're going to do your hair, or we're going to iron your clothes, depending on what job it is. Here's the clothes we've bought for you, put them on. How can you then can't even compare that to somebody who's got to get on tube and bus to get into work for 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock?
The people they don't like, who sometimes don't bathe.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
So, I'm fortunate, and I love it.
You've got to travel as well.
Oh, my days. When would I have gone to Argentina? When would I have gone to South Africa twice?
It's amazing.
And travel, performed to people in Switzerland and Amsterdam and these places in Northern Ireland.
Yeah.
Gone to Northern Ireland, and they say, don't do the Northern Irish accent, and go to Northern Ireland and proper go and do the Northern Irish accent for the people there.
I love it.
Oh, the camera's there. I got to blow my nose.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to play a track. So we are going to play Black Roses by Kalashnikov, and we're going to do this smoothly.
When you died, I cried blood. So much on my mind that I needed to discuss, but words won't describe, and time is not enough. But trust through my sons, I manifest your love. Embrace my young cubs with love and bear hug. And though the road is rough, I spit life over dubs till my life turned to dust. And as I write these words, I'm reminded of the love and the lessons you taught. Still I had to learn the hard way. Through the hard times, you find out who's your compadres. I stargaze as I blaze high grade, thinking about better days before your life got take away. Couldn't let you dead in vain, so I took your name. Son and I forever carry your legacy until they bury me. Yeah, what? My dear father love you like cooked food, and I wish you weren't gone, but I'm dealing with the truth. And every time I hear Sizzler, I'm reminded of you. It's a rocky road. And how we cope, only God knows. Walking a thin line between love and hate like a tightrope. And at times when it seems the hate hold, I still soldier forth, holding your picture close to my heart.
You got your body like a fisherman, yeah. And even in the silence, you turn my rock bottom to an island, yeah. Boy, back to basics. I wear my heart like a bracelet. You know this love and take us places, and you ain't gotta fight, just embrace it, yeah. Drama is bogus. How you gonna find fire in this cold? Damn, loving you and normal, but you and me again, that's a chore.
My love, this world is waiting for. Baby, oh my love, love good for my soul. You need love Everybody be calling for me. Had enough people calling for me. I work hard on my property, and it's all for you. But true.
Yeah, take line with the horses. Cause you know love conquer all. Ride out bare face, man, I hide it. Said I'm on your mind, I'd rather be inside it. Yeah, in your psyche. Walking on bubbles like your Nikes. Yeah. Ain't it funny how you find them? Have your heart beating like it's violent. Yeah, DM in your messenger. I said I want to
put my headphones on.
Yeah. So guys, this is the Dominican Emz Show. We've just got a few minutes to the end of the show. In the background, you can hear Calling Me by Louis the Hippie. Who is? Guess where he's from?
Dominica.
He is, yeah. I've got a slight bias.
Yeah, no, but it's good. I'm going to get you to give me a list of all the different genres of music that I like.
I will.
Because you said one was called Dengagren.
Dennery.
Yeah.
And that is from St. Lucia.
Okay.
Yeah. So guys, before we go, the end of the show, can we just have a recap of like your socials, where people can find you, and Nins, what you've got coming up again? I know you mentioned, but just like tell people what you've got coming up as well.
So in my socials are Ninia_Benjamin at Twitter, whatever it is, Ninia_Benjamin at Instagram, however it really does go, Ninia Benjamin Comedian on Facebook, and Ninia Benjamin Fan Club. But I'm very prolific on Instagram. And if you actually want to come and see me perform, I always put it on Instagram, but I am going to be at the Comedy Store, so just look up the Comedy Store. But if you're in South London, right, I'm going to be at Banana Cabaret next weekend, and I'm working tonight in Bethnal Green, but lad, I could be here forever.
Hey, where is Banana Cabaret?
Banana Cabaret is at the Bedford pub in Balham, about 3 minutes walk from the tube station there.
How come?
Are you South London?
Yeah, I left all from South.
Oh yeah. Well,
how come?
I'm there and or at the Comedy Store, and on TV I'm going to be on Dave on Hypothetical or maybe this one's not on Dave. Rod Gilbert's Growing Pains. You have to look it up. But people are saying that they're seeing my advert on there, but I can't tell you the day then.
Amazing. And what about you, Bosstipz? Where can people find you on the socials?
Same socials as always on Twitter and on Instagram. Bosstipz. Bosstipz on the Twitter, Bosstipz on the Instagram.
Cool.
You know where to find me.
And thank you again.
Oh, Bosstipz, as in like really good tips, innit?
Yeah.
Sorry.
We got there.
You did.
We got there. Yeah, TIPZ, BOSSTIPZ. There we go.
And thank you very much for today and your Met Gala run through.
Always, man. When you need me, I'm here.
No, you've been amazing. And Ninia, you have been absolutely
This has
fantastic.
been one of my favorite episodes. I'm not to sound biased, by the way. This has been one of my favorite.
Dominican.
Yeah, no, yeah, maybe. Oh no, wait, I'm not Dominican. But I had there was the other Dominican guy here. Remember
so
the
you
rapper?
Just playing his song, Louis.
Yeah. But no offense to him, he's cool. But this has been the funniest episode.
Louis, I'm fighting for you.
Bless.
So guys, we are coming up to the end of the show. We have literally got 10-15 seconds. I want to thank everybody for watching. I'm Emma. I'm with you each and every week. This is the Dominican Emz Show.
You're listening to iLive Radio, changing the way you listen to radio. iLive Radio.
This is Lisa Banton, and you're listening to iLive Radio, changing the way you listen to radio.
Hey, this is music producer Reggie Marks, and you're listening